Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Crash Cinnamon. This is your host McKenna. So this week I'm a bit full of cold, so you can hear from my voice. So excuse the froggy voice, excuse stuffy nose, but I really wanted to be consistent and put out this content. So today we're talking about wasted efforts, and I know that sounds, I don't know, even when I was thinking about it, I've been reading a lot of articles and just information around this, and I thought actually it's something to talk about. And I was having a discussion with my husband today at lunchtime. We usually catch up during lunch. Yes, we are those couples. And we were talking about one of our relatives, and we came to the conclusion, rather I was telling him, one of the things I feel we have a problem with is measuring success according to whatever yardstick the other person is setting. And as human beings, I don't know, we decide if you try something twice and you fail, that's enough, that it was not meant for you. And I don't know, I've been questioning that a lot, because I feel some things or certain situations you have to try a couple of times, please. I mean, all the recipes that we have now, if all the chefs tried 5-6 times and they failed, probably would not have, TGI Fridays ribs and the way they're delicious. Or the guy with KFC, and KFC is controversial at the moment, but hey, let's just flow with me, all the things that have come up, all the formulas we have, all the ways of doing things, if people didn't try so many times, I mean, electricity, light bulbs, there's a story about Edison trying 1,000 times, I think, for the light bulb to work. And had he not persisted, would we have light bulbs? No. I mean, so some of the things we are going through, I'm not saying that you keep digging, but I feel you have to give yourself grace, and 2, go at it one more time. Thirdly, I know they say that, repeating the same thing over and over again can be madness, but you can also look at the steps you're taking, and probably that is what you should review and see, okay, probably shouldn't add blue to red, it's the proportions of it, reduce this and stuff like that, and the method will come together and the situation will come together. But this idea of, you tried this business a few times, it failed, so because it's 3 times, that's it. No. And actually, I don't know, as human beings, with how things are going right now in 2022, I feel we're so impatient, and we are so dependent on success being so instant, success being, I don't know, this kind of flowery thing, especially in the era of social media and gratification. It's like we can't wait for anything, we can't be patient. Why can't we? Actually, I was reading in India Times, and the lady who was talking about this log of wasted efforts, you're saying animals actually understand it more. He said most of the eggs for fish are eaten, birds eat most of the seeds, and trees are still growing. And they're saying about lions hunting, and most of the time it's only 25% of the time they go hunting they're successful. The rest, they're not, and they go at it again. And one can argue it's because they are hungry or whatever, but also I think they understand that, okay, it's just how things, the law of the jungle, that's how it is. You win some, you lose some, tomorrow you try again. So why are we as humans not giving ourselves a chance to try and try and try again? Like the famous person I almost said perfect. She's not perfect. Aliyah. Some might look at her that way, but what she used to sing, if first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again, and we I don't know what we're telling our kids in schools, at home, about failure. And there's no success without failure, in the sense of, actually sometimes it doesn't work the way you thought it would, but eventually if you perfect it and go at it again, it will. And if it doesn't, so what? You've tried, but this not trying fifth or sixth time. I don't know where we're getting this from, and I want, especially those who are married, please hear me out. I know sometimes it's difficult because of shared resources. So if this project of partner A is not working and you agreed, okay, this is the last time we're going at it, and they come to you and say, okay, please, let's just, I understand some of the ideas are borderline crazy, maybe stupid, whatever, but if you look at it, if you really, really look through the plan and the project, you can see, okay, it just needs fine-tuning, probably just support here and there. Support your partners, support your spouses. Don't be those people who say, okay, it's been 3 times, no. And I know, because of shared resources, it can be really difficult to say how much is enough. Enough is how many times should we go at this before we declare it a failure. However, be patient, and if you're the partner with a project, your person, try and the same way you'd come up with a business plan for work or whatever, come up with that and show them, okay, this is what I'm thinking, this is what you can project, these are the feasibility studies. Talk to them also as somebody important, because it's shared resources. The same way you'd go to a bank to ask for a loan, you're asking your partner to back you in something that needs probably human resources, her resources, his resources, financial definitely, and time. Because that means if you're involved in this project, you might not be as present in the relationship, in the home as much. So you need them to be on the same page as you, to understand why it's so passionate to you. Okay, so please let's help each other, and parents and kids too. If your kid is telling you, I want to try again, let me go at it again. Maybe it's an art thing, maybe it's music, maybe it's they want to follow the passion for F1. I mean, if Lewis Hamilton, the dad didn't see what he was after, and it's a lot of sacrifice. Don't get me wrong, I get it. I most Sundays you're out there, because F1 is usually on a Sunday, so it means so many things you miss out. However, you understand the passion of your child and you go at it again and encourage them. If you're the person who's been rejected so many times for your ideas, I'd say, okay, first of all, sorry. And secondly, don't rule yourself out. Just refine the process. Just look through it. See, okay, probably this is where I need to change, tweak it. Go to a different person, approach a different organization or bank or wherever. If you really believe and you've done all the research and done all the due diligence and you see this thing will work, this plan will work, go for it. But if you've reached a place where you're like, okay, let this rest, it gets to a point also, you do decide, okay, I've gone at it for the last 10 years, I think I'll rest, and that's okay. There's no shame in your game, as it says. There's no person who will say, oh, it's a waste, and our society is ready to rate you off. But don't listen. You poured your soul, heart and mind and resources for 10 years for this thing, and they may not see. It takes a lot of dedication, commitment, love. You are not just wasting your time. So I commend you for following your passion, for trying to create a solution for our environment, our systems, whatever it is that you are creating for. So let's give ourselves another chance. Okay, refine the process and go at it again. That's the message today. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and see you on the next one.